Keeping your blog content fresh and relevant requires more than luck. It needs a solid strategy. To prevent content decay and boost SEO, optimizing your old blog posts is essential. This process ensures your content remains valuable and visible in search results. So let's talk about how to avoid content decay and ensure your blog posts remain SEO optimized over time. Outdated posts, neglected SEO, and of course, never-ending Google algorithm updates can make your blog feel, irrelevant and forgotten. Posts that used to bring in a lot of traffic may very well stop performing as well as they did some time ago. But the good news is that you don't have to kill your blog and start from scratch. An overhaul can be as simple as refreshing your existing content. Think of it as, like a facelift for your blog where you tidy up your older content and make it more appealing to both new visitors and longtime followers. So here's a few things that I want you to do. First, hop into your Google Analytics account, or if you're using something like Monster Insights, that should work as well to review your content performance and spot the content pieces that are still bringing in solid traffic despite their age. And on the flip side, look at engagement metrics like average time on page, bounce rates, any long-term decreases in traffic to spot any red flags that indicate a post is on its last legs. You should also identify any posts that were total rock stars in their prime. They used to perform really well, but have since dropped off and lost their mojo. These posts are your number one prime candidates for revival. And so with a clear picture of which posts are performing and which ones are not, you can prioritize your efforts for maximum impact. There's no point spinning your wheels on a post that's already dead, right? Start with the ones that still have some life and potential left in them. Once you've identified your target posts for revival, it's time to get in there and, just give them a little bit of love through refreshing and updating. A bit of spit and polish can go a long way in restoring the new content feel. You can start by double checking for any outdated stats, advice, product information, and bring those up to date. After all, there's nothing that screams more like, out of date, like referencing statistics from 8 years ago. And you'll also want to look for opportunities to add in new research, expert quotes, or any other up-to-date information to reinforce the value and keep things feeling current and relevant. And of course, no content revival project would be complete without calling in some backup from our robot friends. And if you've been watching my videos for a while now, you'll know that my go-to SEO plugin of choice is All-in-One SEO, and it's going to work beautifully well for us in our mission to keeping our content relevant thanks to its content decay feature. All-in-One SEO, and most specifically its content decay feature, does exactly what it sounds like. It scans through your posts and web pages to detect outdated content that may be losing its SEO groove. It then provides you with a handy freshness score to quickly identify which posts need some anti-aging treatment. And even better, you can set it to automatically notify you when certain posts become stale based on your own preferences. That way you can stay on top of reviving content before it actually dies on you, because let's be honest, remembering to manually check all of your posts for staleness is a hassle that I don't really think anyone needs. Since you're on an effort to revive your old underperforming content, while you're at it, you want to make sure that you're optimizing your old posts for search intent. Start by understanding what users are looking for with your target keywords. Like, are they looking for information? Are they looking to make a purchase? Or are they looking for a specific site? This will help you tailor your content to their specific needs. Try to use keywords that align with user intent, like how-to for guides or best for reviews. Spend some time conducting some keyword research to identify these new keywords and try to incorporate them naturally into your content. So when was it the last time that you took a good hard look at your title tags and meta descriptions? If it's been a hot minute, it's a perfect opportunity to breathe some new life into those old metadata snippets. And trust me, these bite-sized lines are your first and maybe only chance to make an impression in the search engine results page and convince searchers to click through to your content. So spend some time optimizing them. Maintaining a healthy internal link structure is an easy and free way to give your older posts a good SEO boost. And it also makes it easier for visitors to navigate and explore your site as well. It's a total win-win scenario. So, just take a few minutes and see if you can insert and pop in some nice internal links to some of your content as you update your old posts. And speaking of links, you can also throw in some backlinks to external sites that you may think have good information to add to your content. You never know, but sometimes those sites that you're backlinking to might link back to your content as well, and that can do wonders for you and your content. So I want to share some information on how we keep up with our old content here at Thrive Themes. Look, we run a monster of a website. There's so much content on our site that the only way for us to make sure that we can keep maintaining all of it is to keep up an editorial calendar. This allows us to schedule out regular content refreshes and updates in small chunks so that we never have a single post go out of date. But how does it work for us? Well, we assign certain team members to own different posts or sometimes even categories so that there's some certain degree of accountability. And you can use free tools like Trello or CoSchedule to map everything out and set recurring tasks for those routine updates. You can even build in conditional logic in some applications to automate some of these processes. For example, you might set out a rule to automatically reevaluate a post every 6 or 12 months based on factors like age or traffic, trends, or even content score. The point here that I'm trying to make is that it's much easier to make sure your content never decays if you build a system to prevent that from happening. What that system looks like is really up to you as long as it actually works for you. My 2 cents is, to just keep it as simple as you possibly can so that you don't feel like you're spending too much time managing your system rather than spending that time doing what really matters, which is updating your content. Like, make sure your productivity system doesn't stop you from being productive, if that makes any sense. And to wrap it up, because I feel like I might be scaring some people with this video, look, when you're approaching a content update, you have to be smart about it, because especially as time passes and you create more and more content, there's only so much time that you can spend refreshing content, right? And so a suggestion here would be to set a maximum amount of time that you can spend on a content refresh. 20 to 30 minutes sounds reasonable to me. This means that your goal is to try to get as many meaningful refreshes done during that time frame as you possibly can. If you do this and you keep up with your editorial calendar, I am strongly convinced that you can prevent your content, especially the content that used to bring traffic back in the day, from decaying, and you're also not going to be spending your valuable time in just refreshing content. All right, let me know down in the comment section below if there are any other things that you like taking into account when you're approaching a content refresh. Useful links are in the description box below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Thanks again.